everyone, welcome back to Feud Investigators. This is part 4 and this is, I think, going to be the final part of this playthrough. So we have one case left to do, which is Bloodbath, and then I think there's like a mystery bonus case after that. I'm really excited, so let's just get into it. Okay, so let's do Bloodbath. So this doesn't have different parts, it's just one big case. So, situation. A typically noisy detective's office becomes chillingly silent. The officers had not returned any calls and there was no response on comms. Find out what happened. Oh my god, okay. Okay, so we can't go out there. Ooh, what's this? A package for Kyle Cropper. Voided contraband. Due to current state and county policies, we're sorry to inform you that the package was not permitted to be sent out from any of our local offices until we gain clearance. To start the procedure and gain the right paperwork, make sure you call that number. Okay, so someone tried to send something to Kyle Cropper, but it was contraband. They didn't have clearance to send it. Okay, that's interesting. What's that? Can I pick that up? I guess not. Oh my god. What kind of shape is that? That's horrible. Okay, so yeah. Looks like we're in a police kind of headquarters or something, doesn't it? Woo! We're going fast. Bullets! Someone... Oh my god, someone shot up the place. Oh, they killed everyone. Okay, we can't go out there. Oh my god. Oh, more bullets there. Yikes. Whoever did this went absolutely flippin' mental. So they weren't over-exaggerating when they called it Bloodbath. Holy moly. Okay. So we need to start figuring out what happened here. I don't even know where to start. There's so much. Front desk out there. Okay. Let's comb through and just gather as much info as possible first, and then I'll try and develop a theory. I feel like it's just a waste of time to try and develop a theory as we go because there's so much here. So, General Department notice, we've had a number of recent complaints about drinking occurring throughout the offices. Due to the influx of these complaints, we will address our stance here. Do not drink during work hours. During work hours, we ask you remain sober. I mean, I think that's pretty standard though for most workplaces. Anywhere I've ever worked, I've had to sign in my contract that I won't consume like drugs or alcohol during work hours or just before you come into work. I think that's pretty reasonable. That's pretty standard. Drinking inside the office is perfectly okay during lunch hours or off time. Really? I wouldn't think now as a police officer you should be drinking on your lunch. But anyway, if anyone is caught drinking during hours, they will have a strike on their record. If one's work is determined to have taken a dip in productivity and we discover that consumption of alcohol is the cause, a strike will be placed on their record. Okay, so some issues with the drinking. This guy is wanted for armed robbery and assault. Okay, that could be relevant. Town diner celebration at the public library. Colour just hit 23,000. We're almost at 25k for our own town's population. Cool. So it's a pretty big town then. Today's morning and noon shift. Okay, so I'll come back to this if I'm looking for the schedule, just when I know a little bit more. I feel like it's a waste of time to read it now. General Department notice. Keep your issued sidearm on you at all times. Please do not leave it behind for someone else to mess with. What's a sidearm? Does that mean a gun? Oh yeah, I should think you should keep a pretty close eye on your gun. You will share the blame. Please keep other standard issue equipment in your locker or vehicle. We don't expect you to carry your rifle or shotgun on you 24/7. Rifle or shotgun? Jeez. The fact that I have to say this is disheartening. I get it, police chief. I would be disheartened too if I had to tell my staff to, you know, not leave their firearms lying around. But given that Jim had neither sidearm nor primary on him at the time of the Main Street shootout 2 weeks ago, means that self-preservation must be recommended and enforced. Had Harry not been there, we would have lost a good man. Please supply yourself as the job requires. Oh, okay. So, some guy I think left his gun at the station or something, and then got involved in a shootout. Wanted for homicide, kidnapping. Right, okay, so body number 1. We've got bullets. Okay. Doesn't say anything about what type they are, but they're kind of like roundy ones. I mean, I'm assuming all the bullets will be the same, but maybe there was 2 people. Maybe we'll find different ones, which means they came from different guns. Who knows? Okay, so who's this? Senior Detective Harry Baker. Oh, what's that? Just a chip off the wall, I guess. Okay. Inspection procedure change sounds like a no. Okay. Anything in your bin? When printing this ticket off of our website on the World Wide Web, who says the World Wide Web? Please be sure to keep 3 copies. The first is for the official at the front desk of the airlines. The second is in case the official takes your first copy so you can still verify yourself with the attendant at the gate. The third as a backup copy for your own records. Okay, hang on. Can I turn that around? No. What's that for? Okay, nothing there. Are we September 25th today? 500 W&S revolver. Prize for winning the sharpshooting state competition of 1994. Always keep it loaded and you'll go far. Ugh. Okay, so the gun's not here. This gun's not here. Wow. A dune sweeper. Dune sweeper and a revolver are missing. Interesting. This big one's still here. National Veterans Long Gun Competition. Maybe that one was too big to take. The Bartholomew Baker. What's that? Okay. Floppy 1 to 8 of J case has to be submitted formally. What are these? Kyle Baker, September 1986. Are they cigars? Get audio of admission, warrant if need. Admission for what? Hey man. Tee this itch up. I get so confused about some things in this. God, there's so many notes. There's so much to go through. Pastor says kid had no issues. Friend says Peter hid issues. Kid's name was Peter Jose. Only direct evidence sub for now. 1998. I've tried to send the package now from 3 different places, but they keep voiding the stuff. I even tried to just pay the guy to look the other way. Cannot send it. Oh, okay. So, Senior Detective Harry, what was his face? That's his package. So we rounded up a few of the downtown kids tonight. They were taking pot shots with their BB guns. Darren told me to cool down again. They shot out my rear view mirror. Still can't send the package out at this point. Kyle will never get it. I hope he can understand. I've tried real hard this time to get things in order. I had to shoot a guy tonight. I'm going to the bar, or maybe I'll just roll about downtown and stare at the lights. I'm sorry I had to shoot someone again twice this week now. I'm sorry. It was a teen this time. SN. Sorry, this detective seems to shoot a lot of people, doesn't he? What's he at? Chief woke me up at my desk this morning. He asked me a day or 2 ago if he should be worried. I told him I was running okay. I don't like office duty. There'll probably be another month of this. Oh, was he put on office duty because he shot people? 2 people, maybe? I don't know. I need help. I need to get out of here. All I do now is drink and write papers. There's nothing here. I still haven't talked to Kyle, and I'm stuck here doing these goddamn papers, and now I can only listen to Darren complain about things. Chief told me I cannot drink anymore in the office. Oh, that was him as well, okay. It's affecting me. Bullshit. It's the only thing that can help me right now. I'm gonna go crazy. I think Harry might need, you know, like, to speak to someone or something. I've been really testy again. No shit. I need to go to the bar, but I cannot do it right now. I need to be clean, even if only just for another few days. I don't want it to end like it did last time. The only good thing is now I can do what I want. My flight leaves tomorrow evening. I ain't staying around here. I need to meet with him face to face. Did he get fired, maybe, on September 24th? Which was the day before this happened. And he's gonna go see Kyle. And he's maybe fired. Okay. Mom's number. Mom's name is Jasmine. Why would you need a note of that? Oh, it's not your mom, it's someone else's. Okay, I get it. I was like, why would you need a note with your own mother's name? Ask N if he can take call. Call her back next week. School says call back tomorrow. School says no records on history. Plane leaves tomorrow. Get plane ticket. Miss Jose still won't talk. Send flowers. Oh, is that the person? Is that the person you shot? Miss Jose? Kid's name was Peter Jose. Friend says Peter had issues. Pastor says kid had no issues. Yeah, is this the kid he shot maybe? Is he like feeling really guilty and stuff? The mom isn't talking. Well, if it's the mom of the kid you shot, I kind of don't blame her. Call the mother. Judge K is still sick. K6 papers signed, verify. Judge Orr has given the clear. Get more floppies. Floppy disk. What year is this? I think we went back to the past. See if Jim in postal can get package to slip in. Maybe buy bigger object and sneak it inside that. What are you smuggling? What are you smuggling, Harry? You're up to no good. You're being extremely suspicious. Oh, there is 2 different guns. Look, that's a different bullet. Trent 50 AE. Could have been his own weapon that he fired to like try and kill the person shooting. I wonder if it was Jose's mom. She just came in like guns a-blazing to avenge her son. Maybe. A 9mm Tyretta. Yeah, I think he was trying to... Oh, what's he doing here? Testing. Oh, he's got bullets. Was he cleaning his gun and reloading it or something? I don't know. I don't know anything about guns. He's in the clear. ACC to tip. Okay. Harry Baker. Okay, that was all very juicy, but I didn't understand most of it, honestly. Okay, let's see if any of these are up to anything interesting. This is Detective Darren. Hi. Okay. Darren has beanbag. Morning stroll. Buy more drinks from Walmart. Jesus, is everyone flipping drinking on the job? No wonder the police chief was annoyed. Right, so Darren was getting more drinks on the 23rd of September. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of sticky notes. Harry asked for papers again. Find them. Need new bag of wrappers. Already out. What's a bag of wrappers? No idea. Withdraw from bank before coming to office. Morning walk 10:30ish. Paperwork for the rest of the day. I'm supplying office donuts today. Used $20 found yesterday. Okay, Darren seems to have some money issues that could be relevant. Check with bank in the morning before office. Morning walk 10:30. Yeah, okay, he's definitely got something going on. Something going on with his money. Summons for next month. Oh, Darren was in trouble. Darren was going to court. Average drowning time. Bullet size too large for Jay's issue. Okay. Is this whole thing just going to be told through sticky notes? Get refill. Refill for your first aid kit. Type a dime. Late onset schizophrenia. Okay, so Darren is schizophrenic, which is fine as long as he was managing it and taking his medications appropriately. So he had just filled it on September 1st and it's September 25th. There's 30 pills in here. Okay, so he wasn't behind on his medication or anything. There's a new sheriff in town. Meet the new Beacon bell toll. Okay. Advertisement for a new gun, I guess. Chicken place opened up. Invite Rich. 9 and 5 right now. Meet with Susan at 6ish. Rich will be there to intro proper. What's this all about? Call state to request files for case 12218. They're open between... Oh, that's the second part of that message. Okay. Get warrant for market on 4th Street. See, this is really good because you don't know what's relevant to this and what's just like their normal police work, their other cases. Right, oh my god, the number of sticky notes here. Are you joking? Tylenol. Do not use with other medicines unless advised. That could be a problem. This is a pain reducer. Okay. Smith says hello. Smith says we need to call back. Open today. Meet with Philip at 11ish with Piggy. BBQ next week. Harry wants answers yesterday, right? Ask Harry about Jay's case. Don't answer calls today. Harry can be trusted. See if Judge V can get back on warrant. Ibuprofen. Pain reliever. Why was he in so much pain? Did he got an injury or something? Did he got? I have no idea why I said that. Call Valentine about Judge's health. See if tires are all ready. Call Robert to look at car. Jay claims was Macmillan. Ralph, wait till Thursday. Call this number. She can help with dollars. Can't block him anymore. Dorian High School's number. He keeps saying hello. Package should come soon. Call Jeannie about order. See if Judge V can get back. Legal advice for Harry's inspection. Local school, no record for issues with kids. 9 hours for photo lab, don't call. Smith wonders if Mike still has Christmas CD. Harry has the photo, I think, seeking information about that person. Oh, why is this so fuzzy? I can hardly see. Loot? Okay. Composition book. Nakamura Darren. September 1998. I forgot my wallet today at home. I couldn't enter the office until Richard opened the door for me. I wish I had him as a partner. He never complains. He's just quiet and gets things done. He next to never talks at all. At least I can't remember any time off the top of my head. Harry's quiet, but in a way that makes you worry from time to time, especially when he's drunk. Cannot pay off my rent this month. Need money really soon, like hella soon. Mike doesn't have a kind shred in his body. Okay. He owes money to Mike. Was an ass at lunch the other day too. Oh, Mike's another cop. Okay. The fat tub of lard came in panting today during lunch. Yikes. I told him to try using pig insulin instead. He spat at me. I don't really care. He tried to gyp me again. What does that mean? What's a gyp? I thought him getting offended might make him think about my situation and how he might be able to relate, but it obviously didn't work. Okay, so he had a serious problem with someone who had diabetes, who needed insulin. Maybe a fellow cop as well. Richard walked in today. He just stared at my poster for a bit before leaving. Maybe I can talk to him and see if he'll back me up and get our entire office upgraded. I've been waiting for that gun for a while now. I can just taste it. Okay. So Darren was pushing for them all to get this new fancy gun. Sometimes broken gun like fancy features are what I want. Beanbag, where are you? Tired money speaks, stiff and tired, basketball, refineries, good night. I'm really sorry, I'm still unable to find the medication. I wrote word salad in the afternoon, it seems. I'm doing better after taking my cocktail of pills. Okay, so he wasn't taking his medication consistently. Richard broke his gun, that's why he came in yesterday. I'll ask the chief again if we can get a special order in. I want something like my fancy baby to be standard issue. I wouldn't mind something even crazier like the revolvers that Harry has on his wall. But maybe that's going too far. I'm only worried that Harry would get one of those suckers. He's already a kill shot with one of the pea shooters. Okay, so Harry's a really, really good shot. I got pulled in by the chief today. He asked me about Harry. Seems like they're just doing a general evaluation. I answered pretty casually. They asked if I knew about any evidence going missing recently. I'm able to say confidently that it wasn't Harry. I've only seen him party hard with booze anyways. I now think I'm seeing a unique pattern in the rug. It's helped me clear my head and think about certain people. Still, the medicine is gone and I don't like thinking like this. My headaches are back in full swing. Yeah, he's not taking his medication. They took Harry out of our case. They put in Michael Snyder. I hate that man. I cannot accept this. I refuse to ever work with him again, and I will force them to realize this. Somebody will understand. He's been cruel in some stuff recently too. Keeps making jokes about issues that the others still haven't clued in on. If he makes another one of those jokes, I'm going to blow a gasket. I hate him so much, and the position I'm in makes me feel like shit. Okay. 3 hours, then remove. Breaking Easter morn's sacred silence. A shootout occurred after inmate escapes prison. Gunfire poured over Detective Darren Nakamura's head. Yeah, so he was the one caught in the gunfight without his gun. Ask Ruby about Mom. New coffee filters. They're watching. Oh no, he was yeah, I don't think he was doing great. Planner. empty. Okay. Right. Handyman. Order new belt. Buy new VHS player. Doc says 2 times. Fridge empty. Smith, get gift for wedding. So the 1st of September, new medication today. Not like the old stuff I was using. It's got a bit more of a kick to it. I know my doctor told me to likely avoid this if I'm on anything else, but he said it was a great alternative if I start to notice a dip in the other medicine. It seems to be doing fine. I don't notice any difference just yet, but it gets the job done. My headache is still there though. Well, I don't feel so weird anymore. I think it's good. So far so good. The headaches are just dull. I think it's just another fine day. The whispering stopped. Thumbs up for this stuff. It's only been a week, but I can say that this got the job done just fine. My headaches are still there, but they hardly compare with the normal ones. My trial amount ran out today. Bought some pain reliever to help the layover until I can get another bottle in 2 days. I don't know why they always have to drip feed the amount. Nothing on the 9th. I almost collapsed when I finally got the stuff yesterday. It's a fast actor, however. Came in a little late though, so I could get worse stuff to quiet down. And now it's completely normal again. I'm stretching a little to make sure I can pay for this next time because it works 100%. It is hampering my other expenses, however. Oh, that's why he's struggling with money to pay for his medication. Oh, and he's stretching them out so he's not taking them properly. Like if he has to take one every, I think it said 10 to 12 hours on the bottle, he might just be taking one a day or one every second day or something. Almost had an issue. Didn't take one as an experiment yesterday. I think even by the end of the day, Baker was a little concerned. Feels good, no issues to report today. You know, I think that the prior medicine was just putting me off. You could tell me green men had taken over the government and I would have bought it. All good. Had to buy another bottle in the morning, completely out of money though. I'm going to have to start a second job or something to help pay for my issues. This is awful. This is horrendous. Is there no kind of healthcare or like illness scheme or something that can help you afford the medications? Honestly, the most shocking thing about playing this game is realizing how expensive and awful the American healthcare system is. It truly is shocking and an absolute disgrace that they are doing this to people and leaving people in these situations. Thumbs up again. I can't find the medicine. I left it in my car and now it's gone. Oh no. I've been doing fine for the most part. I need to find it again, at least before my issues crop up again. My headaches have already returned. I just don't want to hear the voices. Oh my god, poor Darren. That's awful. That's absolutely horrendous. Okay, so we've got 2 more offices. Let's go. Whose office is this? Senior Detective Richard Dick Bolts. I presume all of them are going to have like suspicious things and reasons why they might have done it, and we have to choose or figure out which one. Oh, he's got Rubik's Cube. Richard Bolts. Please call if you have anything. His business card, I guess. Nevada Department of Public Safety. Write recommendations for Mendoza. Fakener needs report. Morning Road incident 1972. Look up. Call Mary from SCPD. Has to fax report. Fax chief weekly breakdown. Fax Judge K with paperwork. Judge V's sec still hasn't faxed. Mike wants Oval Tree. Average gunfight too short for Sun City running killer cases. Consider maybe 2 people this time. Wrong about the call. The bond amount was right. Kids shattered Harry's rear view. Get another replacement. We need to give school tour next week. Tell Mike and Nakamura to clean their cubicles. Do you know what? Nakamura has a lot going on, okay? Leave him alone. Second VHS found by Marty. Retrieve. Mike needs evidence write up soon. 1 hour, 37-minute video recommended. Check over. Ugh. Oh my god, little drawing of a dog. That's really cute. Mortimer hit last week. Could be related to Team Biker Gang. Stocks for something rose 2% again. Ask Arthur about investing in TPK or RMN. Todd's father was home during the murder. Secretary says not able to meet. Do a background check on Harry. Oh, do a background check on Harry. He's looking into his colleague. Susan needs more business cards. Judge K wakes at 9. Don't disturb sleep. Chief wants Desert Motel write-up. Get Harry's report on gas station theft. Stephen Gold called. Tell Susan after the interrogation. Stephen Gold needs 25k. For what? Okay, so we've got Susan, Stephen Gold needs 25k. Janitor said that one of the clocks is an hour behind. Make sure to buy a new one. Maybe batteries are low. Okay, one of the clocks is an hour behind. That might be important. Ask Harry if he needs more time to see if he can fix it. Harry's in some kind of shit, I think. Right, so the 21st of September, check up file reports about the case, gun range, meet with new witness for case 2, report about meeting yesterday and meeting today. The 22nd, lunch. He had a very busy day. He had to have lunch at 1:30. That was it. The 23rd, open office in the morning with Mike, open all equipment lockers. Call witness number 3 for case. General meeting in office. The 24th, shopping for office, request new firearm. Turnkeys over to Nakamura. Open up for the morning. Nakamura today, not me. Keys already given. Meet with Carl. Tristan. Mike's gonna join a little late. Lunch. Report about meeting yesterday and meeting today. Meeting with Chief, likely about recent issues and new employees. Some small dinner with Nakamura and Susan. She's asking if I can buy more potato salad. The 27th, nothing. Well, right, I think the crime happened on the 25th. So, oops. Makes sense he's got nothing on the 27th if he's dead. So Nakamura opened the office on the day of the incident. I'm pretty sure anyway the incident happened on the 25th. Wilder ammunition. Okay. Whoa, he's got a lot of ammunition here. Okay. Behind the badge. Highway Patroller of the Year, Richard Nicholas Bolts. Okay. Oh, he's got some... he's got some Radvil tablets. Oh, is that meant to be a play on Advil? Maybe. Nakamura bugged me today after lunch about if Susan could offer a small type deal, but I told him that she wouldn't. He wants petty change, enough to buy fountain drinks and ramen probably. Susan already expressed that she wasn't interested unless he had enough to pay off his already late rental charges and then some. I told him to just harass Mike for some change, if it's just for snacks and shit like that. I mean, he's always got cash just lying around. I know Mike might not help given his dislike for the guy, but it'd be worth a try. Nakamura just turned and left. It seems like that put him into one of his moods. It's been a long day. There's just been so much going on in our current case. Both Mike and I hit the mother lode. This is the holy witness we've been waiting for. She's going to break the entire case against Carl Tristan. Okay, yeah, that guy's name has come up a few times, so just make a note of him. From her notes, we can read that the 11 kilograms of DDP-39 that the company was transporting was switched out of the last section for another trucker. Tristan didn't mishandle the insider stuff. He was either set up or a very unfortunate victim of pure coincidence. Whatever it is, this is evidence enough for us to pull this out of the fridge and grab any warrants that we'll need. I just need Baker to not keel over and die. I found him on the corner of Swiss and Western this morning. He was a complete wreck. Dragged him here in the car. He's a liability right now. That evidence for his case a few weeks back went missing. I'm 90% sure he just partied all night with the final portion of it. Nakamura may be the largest hiring blunder we had in the last decade, but if Harry doesn't shape up and stop running afoul, then even Nakamura may seem like a decent partner, and if this goes on just a little more, we'll have to really confront him. Note, have the backseat washed before the party next week. Why? What did you do in your backseat? Oh, did like Harry Baker throw up in it or something? Oh. September 18th. I'd rather that Nakamura and Mike not constantly try and get in each other's way. The bickering is constant on most normal days. They are often testy after their individual morning walks. I think they likely run into each other and fight. Today is exactly one of those days. They come back in at the same time and we're complaining about something that I care too little to understand. I really did try and ease the tension, but Mike was playing hard ass. Hell, it got to the point that Nakamura got quiet. It set Mike off and he understood to shut up. Baker just watched the entire show. He was waxing his swords. He gets some type of sick pleasure watching all of this. I can feel it. If Nakamura is the nutcase, then Baker is the lost cause. This sounds like a great work environment. I got to meet him today. He looked healthy, seems fine. He's unusually well for someone in his shoes. Rather kind for someone who's had all their stuff taken from them. The bank literally got rid of all his possessions. His health is good and he's showing no sign of relapse from his prior issues. Baker was yanked from the case this morning. Mike is now in charge of the questioning of Philip Clements tomorrow, so he may join me a little later with Carl. Okay, so Philip Clements was being questioned on the day of the incident. From what I've heard, the man's just going to get some potentially heavy charges, but they're also offering a massive deal if he happens to just babble long enough about his friends out in the streets. I don't think Mike is very excited. I think he respected Baker enough that he's peeved at all this. He never liked Darren since he fudged that big case last year. Those two together will be messy. Okay, and so Mike was like lead interrogator and Darren was also with him questioning. Baker was passive, a little too passive. He immediately ordered a plane ticket over the phone. Lots of mumbling. He's been acting off since his last shootout. Susan Bolt's personal loans. Huh. Okay. I see. Certificate of completion, Richard Nicholas Bolt's. Citizens Police Academy, 1973 to 1973. Okay. Okay, that was quite juicy. Let me just look at this again. Okay, he met with Carl Tristan, that guy, on the day. Oh, I missed this. Alcoholism and addiction to the consumption of alcoholic liquor. Guess he was researching it for his friend. Okay, so I think that is, what is that? Oats bin. I think that's everything in his office. So let's go do the last office, which is, yeah, Mike Schneider. Whoa, this is messy. Ice skates, can they feasibly pierce bone? I'd say with enough force, they probably could. Draw up sheets for ship layout. Call back Marge. Therapist for Kevin cannot answer under oath. Triton Community College of Criminal Justice. Okay, so he has degree. School of Private Investigation. Okay. Get Dick to make... Sorry, I'm really immature. Get Dick to make coffee for guests from now on. Okay. Frank Windle. Shattered neck bones and 3 ribs, 1990. Statement from Hoodie Kid contradicts. Officers then only charged neighbours. Harry's stuff in lockup, tell Rich. Get Dick to write up report. We'll be doing patrol next week. Maybe it was fratricide? What's that? Money stolen from Roger, $9,000. Fax for Roger. Bank teller Martin, rough voice. Clara needs bank to call. Receive docs from guard, need proper procedure. Strict regulations on meet between Jenny and Ben about Judy. She's asking for me to look into Paynes Creek. Oh, what a little Easter egg there. The first game that this company made was called the Paynes Creek Killings. That game was excellent. I have a playthrough of it on my channel. It's actually still one of my favorite games ever. I love it. Summons ready to send. Judge K's new assistant, Raquel Pudgy sounding. What's that got to do with anything? That's so rude. Beg your pardon. Call person of interest number 3, 9 and 2 for Frank's case. Oh. Woo! Where am I going? Oh, that's one of the same... Is it a cigar? Yeah, one of the same cigars from Harry's office. It's a boy. Is it a cigar? It looks like one. That's a weird, like, baby shower gift. Right. Odd. Oh my god, there's so many freaking notes. I'm just going to focus on the desk first. And then I'll move up so I don't confuse myself. Baker just broke his 2-month separation from booze, drank through most of his fridge the other day. He gave me a bottle as long as I kept him company. I was glad enough to do so. I think Clara would like him, but he's too offensive to have around the kids. Oh, so his wife maybe is Clara? Hand that new folder to Dick tomorrow. He's authorising something for case 2. Sounds like we have someone who's coming in to talk. Note, to have enough money on the side now to buy Clara that nice dress. Aww. Baker keeps laughing each time I ask the guys to grab donuts. I think his frustration is starting to bleed through. His last case hasn't had a breakthrough because Naka keeps dragging his feet, and since Baker himself isn't actually forced to stay in here. Grab Carl Tristan for questioning. From NLSJ. We may have had a break. Bits of evidence that should have been brought forward a decade ago. Also, don't trust Nakamura until you know that he actually has his wallet on him. He keeps muttering how it's not his fault when he's asking for something that he cannot pay for. I'm not a charity. Sometimes we fail the right people. Looking at the stuff we have, Tristan should be a free man. Oh. He's been left behind and lost a decade and a half of his life, just poof, gone. We're going to try and get somebody above to hear us out. It'll take time, but he can handle it. He's a tough soul. It's now $50 for the entire package, and it's not like there's much in there in the first place. The thing is always light as a damn feather. Disgusting, shitty, slimy, shady. They know I need it, and they're going to ride me for every penny. This isn't something recreational, for crying out loud. My life actually depends on this. So he's involved in this package too. I had a good laugh when I went with Baker and Nakamura for lunch. Baker barely smiled, but I think he liked being out of the office. Nakamura just nodded a lot. Acts like he can actually follow a discussion. Stupid moron, like a dog or something. I made him pay for the lunch. I ain't paying after he stiffed me last week. Do none of his colleagues know that Nakamura has schizophrenia and is also like struggling financially? They're acting like they don't know. If they do know, they're absolute assholes. I went shooting with Dick today. His standard carry broke. If only I could get the security video feed for that. I'd been pestering him about requesting a new one the other week. I think I'll be able to have a good rapport with Phil. Seems like he's grown in the area. He was arrested with our team's hockey jersey on, but also like 30 pounds of marijuana. Seems to be a decent guy from his wife and brother's statements. Just down on his luck. He's also using a little of what he was dealing. That's rule number 1. Just don't touch what you sell. It always makes things harder, but at least I have a few jokes that I think he'll be able to laugh at. I just have to make sure Nakamura doesn't screw with this. He needs to keep quiet when I'm trying to connect with Phil. We're not doing any sort of act. We're keeping everything straight. Okay. Oh my god, look at the little ladybird. Is that like a little ladybird paperweight? That's so cute. Make case to chief. Look into Trent Brown. Cleaning a gun manual. Well, Harry was cleaning his gun, wasn't he? Use mixer, figure out pH level for evidence from county. Arm movement is impossible. Upper arm shouldn't move. Grocery list. That's not important. Bread, onions. S is in F. Clara, toothpaste for kids and salmon. Make sure to order another delivery by tomorrow. Supply already running low. Look for cheap stuff if push comes to shove. Call Sergeant Grady about serving. Sergeant Grady is escorting Phil. How on earth can he keep track of all these sticky notes? How does he know what's done and what's not done? They're everywhere. Getting stressed. Send $300 to repair shop. Buy Ovaltree. What is Ovaltree? Oh, is that his family? Cute. Buy more red pens and markers. Clara's B-Day next month, do not forget. Jonathan wants doctor's outfit for Halloween. Penny wants chef outfit. Rose wants to be a chunky rat. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I think that's everything in here. Right, so that was a lot to go through, but now at least we have an idea of who everyone is and maybe in and around what's going on. So I'm just going to finish the rest of the searching and then we'll read the questions and see what we need to figure out. There's nothing here. Oh, hang on, what's that? Screwdriver. Why is that there? That's weird. What's that? Drugs? Why is there drug? Oh, I see. I see. Someone had hidden drugs here and then they used a screwdriver to open it. Who hid drugs? Someone's dirty. Someone's a dirty, dirty cop. Oh my god. Okay. Right. Let's head on in here. So no one else was killed in here. There was just this one person who was shot here. And then this room is really ransacked. Oh, did someone try and put this in front of the door? Yeah, I think someone tried to put this in front of the door maybe to block it. It's on you. You are a cop. Your duty is to the great people of this town. Your duty does not end after 5 p.m. Your duty does not end after leaving these doors. Your duty doesn't even end after leaving this town. It is always there. You are a pillar of the community, required by the concept of a law-abiding society. Some view this as a necessary evil. Show them that it's good. That's nice. Nice inspirational. Okay. The same. Yeah, all the bullets are from this same gun. So far there's one shooter. Yikes. Okay. Unlock office and open equipment locker. Water fern. Take a morning walk. Geez, they don't do much work here, do they? They're always out to lunch, out to walk, at the shooting range, watering their fern. Sounds like they've loads of time. Gun range. Just meeting with Dick. Meet with Miss... What's that? Tebus? Lock doors for office. Unlock office and open equipment lockers. Lunch with Dick and Jimmy. Afternoon walk. Lock doors. Unlock office. Fern needs water. Take a morning walk. Lunch with Jimmy. General meeting in office. Lunch with Jimmy. Meet with Miss Tobus. Okay, so this is the day of NSLJ with both prisoners. Get keys from driver. Meet with Philip Clements. Lunch with Dick. Discuss the Carl Tristan situation. No Jimmy today. Case is sensitive. And whose desk is this? Oh, that bullet's slightly different. Whose desk is this? The evidence is sufficient. He... Okay. Oh. This bullet's different. Ew, this one looks like it went through someone. So, right, was someone standing here? Oh, yes. Someone was standing here. They got shot. There's a bullet here. And then they ran over here and got shot again. Yikes. Out of order. They got shot. They were shot in their leg. Oh. This is... what's his face's gun? Michael. Yeah, okay. So Dick shot this person. For whatever reason. I don't know if this guy was the shooter. Like maybe he took out the person who shot everyone else. Okay. And oh. Another one of those bullets. Is this the clock that's fast? What was it? An hour behind. So if the clock was broken and it stopped at 25 to 1, it was actually 25 to 2 when the shooting happened. So 1:35 p.m. on the 25th of September was the shooting, I think. Okay. Right, so then the person came in here. So there was 2 interviews going on. And we know that one of the interviews was Philip Clements. So someone... Oh, hang on. Didn't they say something... Someone said something somewhere that Philip Clements was innocent. Hang on. No, sorry. It was Tristan. Carl Tristan was innocent. So maybe the interview with Philip Clements was to do with that. And one of the cops was a dirty cop and he was in on whatever it was with like hiding drugs and stuff. And maybe the dirty cop like tried to kill the person being interviewed to stop the information getting out, something like that. Oh, whoa. They shot through the glass. Is this not supposed to be bulletproof? Right. Okay, this person was killed. This person was handcuffed. So was this Philip? Okay. Dick shot in here too. So was there two shooters? There's not much in the way of evidence in this area. Okay, that person was shot in the head. And there was just someone being like normal interviewed here. Hang on, this person has no blood. What happened to them? Why is there a line at their mouth? This is all very odd. Okay. So now that we've gotten a lay of the land and a general idea, let's have a look at these questions. What is in the package by the exit? Was the gun the killer used standard issue? Who died by the office doorway? Who was the dirty cop? I knew there was a dirty cop. How many people were murdered? Was Harry Baker in a reasonable state of mind? Yes or no? Which prisoner was in interrogation room number 1? This is room 1. Philip? Right. What was in the package? What was in the package? Right. Does it say what this is? This kind of looks like cocaine, doesn't it? Oh, there's all sorts of drugs here. There's all sorts. Okay. Who was the dirty cop? What's that written on here? Creation wares. Okay. Spicy juice. Right. Who was the dirty cop? I'm feeling like Dick. That sentence sounded really weird. I feel like Dick is the dirty cop because it's his bullets. Right? They're his bullets. Okay, hang on. So, I don't know what was in the package. Was the gun the killer used standard issue? No. Because... .4 super. But there was two. There's two murder weapons. Unless Dick was taken out, the shooter. And he was... He could have been in the interrogation room. and started shooting from there and then shot. I'm gonna go with no for that. Who died by the office doorway? I don't know. Who is the dirty cop? I don't know. I don't think Harry Baker was in a reasonable state of mind. And I think the prisoner in there was Philip. Clements. So how many people were murdered? 1, 2. I don't think this person was murdered. They've got no blood. They've got no blood. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. 5? But then what happened to the other person? Am I gonna say that there was drugs in the package? Because I found drugs. So, who died here? It's an odd shape, isn't it? Okay, so if we're saying that this fella is Philip, then this is either Mike or Darren. Mike or Darren was there. It's here. That's the other prisoner. Okay, so Dick was maybe sitting here. And he started shooting maybe. And he shot... He shot this person. This is a tough one. Today's morning and noon shift. Nakamura to unlock our squad racks in equipment room and unlock the doors. Bolts to meet with department head. Baker to come in and finish report before additional meeting. Donuts coming in hot. Jimmy from 2 offices over is supplying today. Morning announcements on PA. Snyder and Bolt to talk with department head. Expected call later today to Bolt from HR. Escort of prisoner 1 and 2 to respective interrogation cells. Transfer of keys to Snyder. Questioning of prisoners. Switch at 12:45. Lunch break begins. Harry in charge of watching over the prisoners. Lunch break is over. Baker meeting with department head. Required equipment check over by Bolts. Bolts reconfirm with department head about required equipment. Baker is officially on paid leave. I don't know. I feel like Bolts might be the dirty cop because he was talking about, like, it's his gun and he was talking about money and he owes this person money. let's try it. Who died by the office doorway? Let's just guess Harry. Okay, we've got answers for everything. Let's just submit and see if we're on the right track with anything. 1 out of 7. We are not on the right track at all. I was hoping at least 3 would be correct or something. So I'm gonna go through all of the offices again and just see if I missed anything, or if, oh look, I already missed something. There's files here. Yeah, just see if I missed things, and also maybe just read through everything again and see if some things make slightly more sense now that I know a bit more about the case. Harry Baker, MacArthur Road incident, case report. Detective Nakamura and I witnessed 2 young kids stealing some unidentified baggies by the gas station, confiscated 3 bags of powder. Suspect 1 and 2 were assumed to have been underage from their appearance. We caught up to suspect 1, but suspect 2 ran. I pursued while Nakamura cuffed suspect 1. Suspect 2 ran for a white van at the other end of the nearby parking lot. Suspect 3, the other Caucasian male, was inside the van. When he saw me chasing the kid, he turned the vehicle off and proceeded to raise his arms into the air. Suspect 2 pulled a pistol at this point while running. I fired 3 shots by the time he turned to face me. 2 bullets lodged themselves in his throat and 1 got his right hand. I don't believe at the time of this initial report that he was able to fire a shot, but I'm unsure and awaiting further evidence. I've requested suspect 2's firearm to be examined for gunpowder residue and suspect 2's hands to be examined as well. General officers eventually arrived on the scene alongside EMS. Suspect 2 bled out before me. EMS was unable to stabilize him. Suspect 1 and 3 were escorted to the country station by officers. I received a question from another officer on the scene and I want to answer it here in writing. Nakamura's method of detaining suspect 1 may seem to have been brutal, but I cannot say that I personally saw the arrest, but the suspect in general was uncooperative. The bruises and the such may or may not have already been on the suspect prior to our encounter. I'm unsure, and I'd rather simply say that just because Nakamura's aggressiveness has been noticed in the past, that it may or may not have been the cause for the wounds for this particular case. Suspect 1 will be questioned by us early tomorrow. Suspect 3 will be questioned in 3 days. So 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Suspect 3 is the other person in the room. So suspect 3 was also being questioned. If I am pulled from this case due to the incident, I request that Detective Snyder or Bolts be given oversight of the downtown operations. Nakamura has been overly hasty on the previous 2 cases, showing questionable judgment, and though I trust him, I'd rather a more senior officer replace me. Okay. So that's interesting. So that's given us a good bit of extra information. Oh. Geez, I missed a lot my first time. Happy birthday, Kyle. Happy birthday, Kyle. I hope you enjoyed turning 15. I know your mother likely threw a great party. I hope you had a good time with your friends. I'm sorry that I missed your birthday. I had tickets, but there was a last minute incident over here that I have to take care of. Next time I promise to be there. I'm sorry. I hope this gift reaches you in time and you can enjoy it. I may not always be there, and the past 15 years makes that evident, but I want to pass this on to you as it was given to me. This has been in our family for many, many generations now, and it belonged to your great-great-grandfather, Bartholomew Baker. I would hope that you can use this as an inspiration to pass on eventually to your own children. I may not be there, but our family is. Oh, he's trying to send the gun. The thing in the package is the gun, the grandfather's gun. There it is. The thing in the package. Oh wait, 5th Cavalry Union Medal. Oh, is it not a gun? Huh. Okay. Well, let's just write that in then. It's a 5th. Is that a gun? Because it makes sense that it's not passing like customs and inspections if he's trying to send a gun. Let me look that up. I don't know. It doesn't say. I think it's an actual medal, though. Right? Anyway, that's what it is. That's what he was trying to send to Kyle. Yeah, Kyle Cropper is his son. And he was trying to send the grandfather's 5th Cavalry Union Medal. Got it. Okay, so was the gun the killer used standard issue? I think I changed this to yes because I think my previous answer was obviously wrong. So the killer used Dick's standard issue gun. Okay. I don't think I'm even making sense to myself right now. Okay, so that's why that's down. Why are these... down? I don't know what kind of ammo a revolver or a dune sweeper takes. I haven't got a clue about ammo and the shape of... Oh! And the shape of ammo. Hang on. Close that again. There's a hole. Someone shot through the door. Right. Someone shot through the damn door. Paynes Creek Silver. Handcrafted. Well, it's beer, but it's another Paynes Creek thing. Whatchamacallit? Easter egg. Oh, hang on. 50 AEs. Revolver. Oh, so are these the bullets that go with this gun? So, oh, and this is the gun here. Tyretta. Is that the name of the gun or no? But that kind of looks like a revolver, doesn't it? Okay, so he had this one down and he was like cleaning it and I don't know, loading it and stuff. So the only thing unaccounted for now is the dune sweeper. The dune sweeper .45. Call the mother. The mom isn't talking. So if they were interviewing suspect 3, is it involving this case of the teen he killed with the drugs? Because then there's drugs in the police station as well. So is this all linked together? Maybe the dirty cop with the drugs in the station is to do with the drugs these teens were dealing. Mom's name is Jasmine. So teen killed was Peter. Jose. Mother Jasmine. Ask N if he can take call. Who's N? Nakamura? I think that's everything in that office. Harry asked for papers again. Find them. Need new bag of wrappers. Already out. What's a bag of wrappers? Is that for drugs? Bag of wrappers is coming up as like, yeah, loads of those little small plastic bags. Was he doing it? Was he doing it, the drugs, to make money to afford his medication? Was it him? Withdrew from bank. Check with bank. It might be Nakamura. Bullet size too large for Jay's issue. Bullet size too large for Jay's issue. Who's Jay? Jose? Jose, was he... Jose, was a Jose? Is he working with the kids? Okay, I think it was him. I think it was him. What's the average drowning time? Summons for next month. Yeah, and he's the one who wanted the better guns. Okay. Chicken place opened up. Invite Rich. Who's Rich? Does he mean Richard Dick? Call state to request files for case 12218. Meet with Susan at 6ish. Rich will be there to intro proper. So he introduced... Rich introduced... Nakamura, sorry, I can never remember how to say his name. Nakamura to Susan to get a loan for money. But maybe he needed more money because he was dealing drugs. I don't know. Hang on, is this a guy from the Paynes Creek killings? Stephen Moss. Yeah, I think it is. I think that's another Paynes Creek Easter egg. So, 5th Cavalry Union Medal. Was the killer using a standard issue gun? Yes. Who was the dirty cop? Darren Nakamura. How many people were murdered? I don't know. Was Harry Baker in a reasonable state of mind? He might have been, actually. Because I thought maybe he was kind of losing it because of the drinking and like shooting so many people. But it sounds like it was reasonable for him to shoot. And then he wrote that note about, you know, wanting a good replacement for him and stuff. So he seemed in a reasonable state of mind. So which prisoner was in interrogation room number 1? It was suspect 3. But I don't know if we need to... Oh, I can't use numbers. Yeah, I need to find out what his name was. Ask Harry about Jay's case. Yeah, it's Jose, right? Peter Jose. Peter Jose. Harry wants answers yesterday. Right. Open today, meet with Philip at 11ish with Piggy. This is on the 25th of the 9th. This is on the day. Open today. Meet with Philip at 11ish with Piggy. Meet with Philip. That's Philip Clements, the suspect or the prisoner being interviewed. Interview him with Piggy. Does that mean Mike? Oh yeah, he said the pig was insulin. I think that's Mike. Yeah, him and Mike were interviewing Philip. And yeah, it sounds like he knows him because he's like, meet with Philip, not, you know, interrogate suspect or anything. Okay. I think Darren's the dirty cop. Jay claims was Macmillan. Who is Macmillan? Ralph, wait till Thursday. She can help with dollars. Okay. Can't block him anymore. He keeps saying hello. Package should come soon. Call Jeannie about order. Dorian High School's number. Legal advice for Harry's inspection. They're watching. Yeah, I mean, I think... Oh, it's Nakamura. Sorry, I think I spelled his name wrong. Completed the basic training program. Bachelor's in Science of Criminal Justice. Sorry, it's Nakamura. Okay. If Mike makes another joke, I'm going to blow a gasket. I hate him so much, and the position I'm in makes me feel like shit. Yeah, I think Nakamura looks pretty suspicious, I think. Susan Bolt. Oh, is that his wife? That's his wife who's the loan officer. And she was meeting with Nakamura to give him a loan. Hang on. I told him to harass Mike for some change. He's always got cash just lying around. Maybe it's Mike. Baker was yanked from his case this morning. Mike is now in charge of questioning of Philip Clements tomorrow. So he may join me a little later with Carl. So he may join you questioning Carl Tristan tomorrow. Is Carl Tristan suspect 3? From what I've heard, the man's just going to get some potentially heavy charges. They're also offering a massive deal if he happens to just babble long enough about his friends out in the streets. I don't think Mike is very excited. Oh, is Mike the dirty cop with his cash? And he's not excited for Carl Tristan, suspect number 3, to start talking? think he respected Baker enough that he's peeved at all this. Oh, that might be it. That might be it, actually. I'm going to try Mike. And this is Carl. Tristan. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just submit this and see if I'm right so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've got 5 questions answered. If I get 5 out of 7 now, I'm going to be so happy, but I doubt it. 4? Yes, we're on the right track. We're on the right track. Okay.
Congratulations. You are now an official licensed investigator.
Oh.
How was the exam?
Oh. It was extremely difficult, but I want to go back.
It's over. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'd love to solve more, but I want to go back.
Completed the exam. Feel free to revisit any case file to improve your overall grade. Having said that, welcome to the agency.
Oh, thank you. Great. So I guess I'm a licensed investigator. Overall grade B. Yeah, but I want to. I'm not finished the one. Oh, the credits. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna have to interrupt these because. Hang on. How do I? Excuse me. I would like to go back to a Bloodbath, please. I was on the cusp of discovery. Good lord, how do I escape from this? Guys, I'm stuck. I can't get out of this. Oh, damn. Okay. Right. Can I go back now? I mean, like, I feel really bad, but I was in the middle of solving, you know? We still haven't unlocked this. Okay, so let's go back. Sorry, I was not expecting to get stuck in credits, but hey, at least we passed. Right, so that said that 4 were correct and I had 5 answers. So which one of my answers is wrong? Is this wrong? That was the incorrect answer.
Would you like to tackle loading, bloodbath?
But that's what it said it was on the plaque.
Good luck.
Is it a gun? Is it a gun? No. That means my other answers are correct. So Mike is the dirty cop. So the gun the killer used was standard issue. Mike was the dirty cop. Harry Baker was in a reasonable state of mind. And the prisoner in interrogation room 1 was Carl Tristan. Okay. What is in this? Right, he said he was sending his granddad's thing to him. His granddad, Bartholomew. Oh, Jesus. Lieutenant in the United States Union Cavalry. 5th Cavalry Union Medal. I don't know. Right, so now that we know Mike is the dirty cop with the drugs, let's look through his office again and see if we can figure out the rest. Bullets. Get Samantha to look at license plates. She's masking her voice. She's changed her number 2 times now. Who? Don't think I saw those sticky notes last time. Oh yeah, I have enough money on the side now to buy Clara that nice dress. His drug money. It's now $50 for the entire package, and it's not like there's much in there in the first place. The thing is always light as a damn feather. Disgusting, shitty, slimy, shady. They know I need it and they're gonna ride me for every penny. This isn't something recreational, for crying out loud. My life actually depends on this. Oh, he's also using a little of what he was dealing. That's rule number 1. Don't touch what you sell. It makes things harder. Yeah, you'd know, wouldn't you, Mike? You dirty cop. And yeah, he's got this from Harry's office. Does that mean something? And yeah, look at all this cash lying around. But what is this, I'm wondering? Kyle Baker. Oh, it's his son. It's a boy. Kyle Baker. Oh, cigars? Oh, is that what's in the package? Is that what's in the package? Let me see. How do you spell cigars? No. Help me. All my theories go to shit, so. Make sure to order another delivery by tomorrow. Supply already running low. Look for cheap stuff if push comes to shove. Okay, is that him ordering more drugs? Okay, but what is in the freaking package? The last thing I just want to check out is, when did Harry take his flight? Was Harry gone? But there's no, like, there's no date on this. But is that to show that he did print the ticket off and so he left? Yeah, so I don't think Harry was here. Okay. So, who have we got? We've got 1. So someone was in here. Was Mike in here? Rooting around, cleaning the gun, taking stuff. And then someone walked out and was like, "Oi, what are you doing?" And then he was like, "Bam, bam, bam." And then... No, I think it happened this way. I think these shots came bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Okay, so I think it was shot from in here. So. Oh, why am I going so low? Did the incident start in here? I can't get over, why does this person have no blood? And this person was like shot from here. Okay, so this guy sitting here was Carl Tristan. And he shot... Well, he obviously didn't shoot Mike, right? Because Mike's dirty and they're in cahoots. So then this was Darren, the other interrogator here. So yeah, shot Darren. Bam, bam, bam. Then him and Mike came out here. Whoever was sitting here was like, holy crap. Got up. Oh no. Hang on. Was there two separate shootings? He was shot in here because this looks like it originates from in here. So these two people were shot through the glass. Right? Bam, 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 bam. And then... was this person shot too? And then ran over here and bam, bam, shot. And then the shooter had put this against the door, but finally this person broke through and then they went bam, bam, bam and shot that person. Okay, I think that's what happened. So that cop is the cop who wasn't in the interrogation. So that was Richard. Right? Because Mike and Nakamura were in this room and Harry was gone, I think. So, yeah, let me try that. Richard. Bolts. No. Oh, of course. Richard was in here interviewing Philip. So then Harry was here. So was that Harry? Harry Baker. Yeah. Okay. We're getting there slowly, very slowly, but we are getting there. Okay, so I still haven't figured out what's in this stupid package. So, gun was standard issue. Yes. Who died by the office doorway? Poor Harry. Who was the dirty cop? Mike. How many people were murdered? Yes, Harry was in a reasonable state of mind. And Carl Tristan is correct. Okay, how many people were murdered? How many people were murdered? So there's one, obviously. Harry. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Was this person murdered? I just feel like they weren't, but I don't know. Let's try 6. Seems too easy though. Yeah, no, it's not. Maybe someone didn't die from their wounds. Maybe it's only the headshots that died. 1, 2, 3. They could have survived. They could have survived. Maybe it's just 3. the ones that look like super, super dead. Let's try 3. No. Let's try 4. Was that right? Why have I got this? I think Harry's death is tragic, but I haven't finished. 6 out of 7, grade B. Yeah, no, I haven't finished. Let me go back, please.
Which case file would you like to tackle? Loading Bloodbath.
Okay, so 4 of them died. I'm still not 100% sure on the story. I really hope a case explanation comes up if I get all the answers correct, maybe. Right, so I need to figure out what was in that bloody package. He was waxing his swords. Baker just watched. He was waxing his swords. Is it a sword? Bah! Is it a sword? Is it a sword? Is the grandfather thingy a sword? Please. I'm begging you. Please be correct. Yes! Oh my god. Yes, finally. Woohoo! Grade A. Okay, oh thank god, they have an explanation. That was hard. That was so hard, but I got there. I got there at the end. I was not giving up. Okay, so let's find out what the hell went on. On the afternoon of September 25th, around 12:30 p.m, Darren Nakamura and Michael Snyder were interrogating Philip Clements in interrogation room number 2. Harry Baker was in his office cleaning Richard Bolt's broken pistol, having just been relieved of active duty. Richard Bolt was sitting down with Carl Tristan in interrogation room number 1, waiting for the other interrogation to end. Darren had not received his required dose of medicine to deal with his oncoming schizophrenia. As he sat with Michael Snyder, a man who he already deeply hated, he heard enough jokes at what he personally believed were at his expense. He snapped and began shooting his colleague before standing and shooting the suspect in interrogation room number 2. In a rage, he then stormed out, blockading the observation room. Oh, I see. So was Darren the one sitting outside and then he fired into the room, killing both of them? Harry Baker heard the gunshots at 12:34 p.m. and began to scramble to find a usable weapon in his office cubicle. Remembering that Richard Bolt was nearby, Nakamura began to walk towards the other interrogation room. As Nakamura approached the other interrogation room, Harry Baker finished loading his revolver in his office cubicle. Harry Baker cracked the door to the observation room open and took a few shots at Nakamura. At this point, the clock was hit by a stray bullet, making it display its final time of 12:35. Nakamura quickly returned fire and shot numerous times back at his partner. Both Nakamura and Harry were hit, with Nakamura getting lucky and shooting Harry in a vital spot. Harry Baker slumped in the office doorway and proceeded to bleed out, dying at 12:40 p.m. Nakamura limped over to a nearby desk and pulled out the bullet that Harry had shot him with. His injuries were large enough that he knew he would die by bleeding out. Nakamura then saw Richard still in the interrogation room 1 with Carl Tristan. How had he not heard that? The suspect that had been falsely imprisoned years ago. It had been 10 minutes since Nakamura had begun his rampage, but he was not about to calm down just yet. Remembering that Richard never truly helped him with money, and in a blind fury, Nakamura stumbled to the door. Richard attempted to charge him, but he was shot in the head. After Richard fell down dead, Nakamura stumbled and collapsed against a nearby wall. sitting below a clock that Harry had accidentally shot during their crossfire. Karl Tristan, old and with a weak heart, began to have a heart attack and toppled to the ground, dying at 12:55. Oh. Overlooking the carnage that he had created and hearing the dying breaths of Karl Tristan, Nakamura began to calm down. Surrounded by dead colleagues and former friends, he decided to take his own life before he bled out. It's estimated that he sat against the wall for 15 minutes before taking his own life. Yikes. But then this had nothing to do with the drugs. It had nothing to do with the drugs or the case of the teen getting murdered. Okay, woohoo! Now we have full marks. Overall grade A.
You have a new case file waiting.
Ooh, and we unlocked the bonus case file. That's cool. But yeah, no, I just want to go back and run over that in my head.
Welcome back. Which case file would you like? Loading Bloodbath.
I'm so glad they added these explanations into the end because I wouldn't have had a clue. I would never have just like figured that out. How are you supposed to? But yeah, I think McNamara was sitting here like observing the interrogation. Right, because they were shot through the glass. So bam, 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 bam. They were both shot. And then he barricaded the door. But then Harry tried to get in and he bam, bam, bam. And then, yeah, he was wounded in the leg and knew he was going to bleed out. And then he burst in here, bam, bam, bam. And then he had a heart attack, I guess. Which explains why there's no blood. And then, yeah, he did a final bam in the head to himself. Yikes. Okay. That was intense. That was a really tricky one. That was really, really tricky. But yeah, the drugs were nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it at all. Right, okay. So, we've got full marks in everything. And now we have unlocked, oh god, 3-star difficulty. How could it be more difficult than Bloodbath? The Hughes Manor Feud.
Loading Hughes Manor's Feud.
Okay.
Loading complete. Good luck.
I feel like I may just have to start this one today. And I'll probably have to finish this off another day because I've already been playing for 3 hours trying to figure out Bloodbath. So yeah, I'll just kind of start into this and see how far I get, and I might finish it off another day. Situation: a father's will, the children's inheritance, a wake gone wrong. Can you figure out what happened? Ooh, this is a nice house. Oh Jesus, oh my god. Area inaccessible. Who got dragged though? That's horrifying. Meet with district attorney. I'm only told that he wants to charge the Holt kid even though he's a minor. Note, tell him it's not likely to move forward. Dinner with Joseph Michaels, 3 p.m. Dad left sniper at the log cabin. Retrieve it. Make sure to drive down next week to return it to him. District attorney appointed me as prosecutor for Barley Davidson's case. Kyle Santino should have the initial files ready by 2 p.m. Dad died. Cancel this week. Okay, so this is the son. So the son's briefcase, I think. Vermin defense. James Mendez, pest control. Do they have a... Oh. Call me. Need someone to supervise a business contract. Oh. I'll miss you, Dad. So you got a kid? Cough drops. He had a cough? Okay. Right. Is there anything here? No. Right. Keep Roger from drinking too much. Damien Goodman, James Goodman's son, is allergic to strawberries. Make sure he doesn't get any. Philip Braxton has slight lactose intolerance. Evelyn Fletcher, Joshua Fletcher's mother, has early onset dementia. Alert Joshua in case anything happens. Roman's son is allergic to nuts. Remember William Riverside. Oh, is that for the wake? For food? Do remember to prepare your speech by Friday. We will start preparing for the toast at 11 a.m. Hope that you can be here early to help. Yeah. Hey, Felix. I'll be back at 2. Got some things to do. I see. We'll see you then. Did you hear that shit? Man, I'm sick of his attitude. So the plan is still in action, right? All 3 of us agree that he needs to be put in his place, right? No way I'm stopping now. I can already imagine the look on his face when I pull up the dirt on him. Can't believe we're going to do this. You know my son looks up to you. I would too. Just make sure my kids are not around. Deleted. Okay. What's this? Oh. To Harmony Hughes. To Samuel Hughes. Okay, is that the 2 children? What? Will you marry me? Aw. Is that their mother, perhaps? Okay, so someone was murdered at or after the wake. Probably over the inheritance. Okay, can we go in here? Inaccessible. Inaccessible. Okay. Oh, guns. This is a lot of ammunition and guns. Big safe. I presume that's to like keep the guns, but the guns are all just sitting out as well. Right. History of pottery. in North America. Painting Chinese ceramics. Okay, so someone was into pottery. Maybe the dad, because it was the vase beside the mother's portrait saying, "Will you marry me?" Porcelain vase and ceramics. Oh, that's picture of the father upscaling for the boom. Dear Felix, by the time you're reading this, I will have passed on. This letter is an additional note to the will I have left behind. I have hired Stanton Law to be an intermediary and supervise the distribution of the remainder of my wealth. This letter is to justify the thought process of what is to follow. Each son will receive points based on their employment status and the condition of their marriage or relationship. Jesus, that's a bit harsh. So you love your children more if they have a more impressive job or if they're married? That's not very fair. If they're unemployed, they will be given a negative point to their overall amount. This is because I don't tolerate laziness. Sometimes people just lose their jobs or something. What the fuck? If they have any job in general, they receive 1 point. If they have any government job, they receive an additional point. A middle management position gets an additional point. If they're in a C-suite position or higher, they may receive 2 points for their overall amount. Marriage was sacred to me, as it was to their mother. If they are single, they do not receive or subtract points. If they are divorced, they have a single point taken from them. If they are married, they gain 1 point. If they provided the family with even one single male heir, they gain an additional point. Oh, so sorry. If you had a girl, you suck. Minus points. What the hell is wrong with this dad? Oh my god. A male heir? That's not even a thing anymore. As long as you have a child, you have an heir to whatever the hell it is. Whoever shall have the highest amount of points will receive a 15% addition. Whoever shall have the second highest amount of points will receive a 10% addition. Third place shall receive the same. The final score will receive 5%. Okay, so there's 4 sons. Do you know, I can see why a murder took place now, if this is the kind of carry on. I know that this may seem as an odd request, but my children understood my values. Oh, so Felix is not a child, he's some other person. My values as they were raised up. I'm proud of each one, but I always liked to reward them. Allowance based on the chores they did. This is their final allowance. Oh, okay. So this is their allowance based on how they did at the chore that is life. I know you will follow my instructions without question, as you always have. However, I want you to know that with my death, your contract has come to an end. You are no longer required to work for the Hughes family, and I want to make sure that you feel no obligation. You are about the age of retirement, and I wish that you can live the rest of your life with your wife in peace. Oh, okay, he liked Felix because he was married. Therefore, I hope you carry out my last wishes, not as my butler, but as my good friend. Right, okay, so Felix is the butler. I see. Right. So the dad was a bit of a piece of poop, really. Okie doke. Last will and testament of Gordon Hughes. I, Gordon Hughes, blah, 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 blah. Property. Okay, Felix Daniel White got 5% of his wealth. Ellis Morton Hughes got 17%. Roger Franklin Hughes got 16. Glenn Wilson Hughes got 14. And Roman Kleiner Hughes got 13. Final 40%. Oh yeah, the final 40% is what's divided based on that letter. Okay. So do we think one of the brothers killed the other? Inaccessible. Or do we think the brothers killed maybe the butler to get his share? Or because he was trying to enforce this thing, maybe? Clifton's. Roger F. Hughes, sous chef. Okay, and do we think someone shot? Someone shot someone, maybe? Okay, let's see. Oh, there's balloons. Why on earth would you have balloons at a wake? Balloons are for happy occasions. Seems a bit inappropriate or something. I don't know. Maybe people do have balloons. I've just never seen that. Oh. Why is there a hole in the wall? Were people fighting? Oh! There was a fight. There was a fight. People punching and going all over the place. Oh, jeez. How many people flipping died here? Inaccessible. Oh, this one. We can go in. Right. Okay, so we've got two bedrooms to search. This is gorgeous, though. Okay, golf clubs. What's this? Freshie Mart. Oh, that looks like a supermarket rewards card or something, doesn't it? What does that say? Bake fields. Hang on, does this Freshie Mart have a... Gigi, would you stop? Does it have a name? No, it's just got a barcode on the back. Okay. Any luggage tags? Nope. Superbet 13. The Ottoman. $500 straight bet. Oh, okay. So whoever was staying here has maybe like a gambling problem and they were in debt. So maybe they got like super peed off. Better luck next time. Winnings. Congratulations. Better luck next time. Okay. Oh, is this one of those like class rings, university rings? St. Valentine University. New York State Rugby Championship. A warm welcome from Miller's Creek. Hey Hood, I'm almost heading out. Can't believe my old man is actually gone. Don't want to be too sobby in this, but man, this hits me hard. On the bright side, I'll be rolling in the dough. Not if you're not married with a good job. Maybe we can finally settle down, just the two of us. Yeah, not married. I'll be in town for about 2 weeks, and this time I won't have to worry about having to constantly look for a job. Oh, and he's unemployed. Yeah, okay, so he was last. He was last on the list. These guys don't know what they're missing out on. See you then. Right. Hang on. Atlantic City. Oh, that has a big, that's a big gambling place, isn't it? Atlantic City. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. What's that say? Okay. Ratio. So that's everything in here. Oh, golf clubs. Oh, did this guy attack someone with a golf club? Is that what all these holes are? Chased him down the stairs and then maybe there, and he beat him to death with the golf club. Quite possibly. But then there was also a body here. Maybe he killed 2 of his brothers? Do you remember to prepare... Do remember to prepare your speech by Friday. We will start preparing for the toast at 11 a.m. Hope you can be here early to help. Phone owner, okay. See you then. See you. Wow, the phone owner's not very talkative, are they? Phone owner, hey, what you want from me? Let's talk. I'm a bit busy right now. It's urgent. Fine, meet me outside in 5 minutes. I'm taking a call right now. Deleted. They got deleted as well. I always check the bins. You never know. Right. I think this one is probably 3 stars because there's the least amount of evidence. I think we've looked at pretty much all the evidence now. I think you probably have to do a lot of guesswork with this one. Right, so I think whoever was in there started attacking the golf club. Oh yeah, hang on. There's, oh geez. Yeah, there's a chunk out of the wall here as well, but there's no blood. And there was definitely a fight. And someone was chased, I would say. Down here. And then here. They were murdered. And oh, maybe they survived the attack and dragged themselves out. Okay, so I need to figure out who each brother is. So Roger is a sous chef. So he's not the unemployed, unmarried brother. That's a good job. This is a really fancy restaurant. And who are Samuel and Harmony? Are they grandchildren maybe? Keep Roger from drinking too much. Roger has a drinking problem maybe? Okay, so one of the sons is a lawyer, I think. Dad left sniper at log cabin. Retrieve it. Make sure to drive down next week and return it to him. Sniper. Is that a gun? Meet with Carlos Reynolds, Barley's family lawyer. Pick up Ruby. Won't be good to see Ruby. Call Felix for update. Lunch with Joshua. Bring Ruby back to Valerie. Ruby is his daughter? Oh, he's divorced, maybe. Ruby is his child. Yeah. Okay. Cough drop. Okay, so he's divorced, but he has a job. So he's better than the unmarried and divorced son. Do remember to prepare your speech by Friday. We will start preparing for the toast at 11 a.m. Hope you can be here early to help. Yeah. Hey, Felix, I'll be back at 2. Got some things to do. I see. We'll see you then. Okay, so this is Felix. 348 305 1492 is Felix. Did you hear that shit? Man, I'm sick of his attitude. So the plan is still in action, right? All 3 of us agree that he needs to be put in his place, right? No way I'm stopping now. I can already imagine the look on his face when I pull up the dirt on him. Can't believe we're going to do this. You know, my son looks up to you. I would too. Just make sure my kids are not around. Okay, yeah, so three of the brothers were confronting one of the other ones. They had some dirt deleted. Right, I'm assuming it will be the person who got the most. Wouldn't it? What's that? Bullet. Bullet, someone got shot. Someone got shot here and then tried to drag themselves out the front door. Right, there's one gun missing from here. Right, dig up the dirt. Okay, so Ellis is the oldest. Then it's Roger. Then it's Glenn. And then Roman is the youngest. So let's have a look at the questions. Among the total money to be distributed to the children, how much % was each son supposed to receive? How many people were killed in the mansion? Depending on the number entered, please fill in the sets of names of both the victim and perpetrator in the following fields. Okay. So I think 2. Well, I think one person was killed maybe, and one downstairs managed to escape. Oh, can I read this? Ellis. Okay, so this is Ellis's room. That is so sneaky. You can hardly flip and see that. Okay. So this is Ellis's room. So the oldest is the one unemployed, not married. I see. Then which one would be in here? Why has this one got no luggage? What was that? Oh, it's where the club hit the ground, I think, as well. Okay, hi everyone. So the same thing happened as last time. My last battery that I had for my camera died, so I decided to just leave it, take a break, and come back to it another day. So I'm back to it now, hoping I can solve this case. And just to note quickly as well, we do have guests staying with us, so if you do hear some noise in the background, that's just what that is. I'm not going to tell our guests to be quiet and stop having fun. Okay, so where we left off was, oh yeah, my camera battery died, and then I was kind of looking around the house for a little while just by myself to see if I could figure stuff out. And I remembered in that celebration case, when I got stuck, there was extra documents. So I checked that, and there is extra documents. So we were missing some information. So that's just the explainer we already read, but there are audio files. Okay, so this might actually be very helpful. And it says, yeah, butler questioning and recording of eulogies. So hopefully this will help us figure out which brother is which, and how much of the inheritance they got. So let's listen to this.
What was the event about?
We held a gathering to honor the late Gordon Hughes at his mansion. His 4 sons each gave a eulogy. Food and wine was served. Then his will was shown, revealed to his 4 children. If you wish to see them as evidence, we have provided the recorded audio tapes and a copy of the will.
Where were you at the time of the crime?
After all the guests left, I cleaned all the mess they had left behind. After that, I had to go run some errands. Here are the receipts of what I had to buy.
Do you have any suspicions of who did it?
I don't want to believe any of them did it. I've known them since they were so young. But I also know that it couldn't have been any of the guests, as I've personally watched them all leave before I started cleaning. Also, the sons were all in the house as I left.
He said I don't know if this is important, but he said he cleaned all of the mess that was left behind. But there's still some mess left in the dining room. So I don't know if he's lying about that and if that's suspicious or not. Just something to note, I guess. Right, so here we go, the eulogies. So let's really try and figure out which son is which.
Welcome. We've gathered here today
The butler.
to honor the late Gordon Hughes. He was a dear friend and a dear father. We'll start our presentation of the eulogies with the successor of Gordon's company, Jonathan Reed. If you could stand up here.
Jonathan was his business partner, I think.
Gordon was never just my boss. Over the time I was given to know him, he became one of my closest friends and the greatest teacher I've had. When I was young, I lived like trash. I was down on my luck and penniless. Gordon hired me, gave me a chance, and told me how to conduct myself. The position I have today is because of him, and there's nothing I can do to express the gratitude I feel. Gordon's own path was also similar, though with different starting points. He had to struggle to make his way to the top. Hard work, humility, and support. His virtues are what he told me to take to heart. I hope I can embody these as I take up the flag that he left behind. I swear to make his legacy last. As the new CEO of the Hughes Property Group, I would like to extend an offer to Roman, Gordon's youngest son, to work as a manager for our company. Roman, you are a rising star in the real estate world, and I'm sure that your father would want you to work with us. How about it?
No, thank you, Jonathan. But I'm quite proud of my current work, and I'd prefer not to take orders from anyone.
Okay.
I see.
That's awkward. Well, yeah, maybe don't do that in front of a ton of people.
I shall give you time to consider the offer. Now I believe that Ellis, Gordon's eldest, is next.
Thank you, Jonathan. I wouldn't have minded taking that managerial spot you have, by the way. Yeah. Anyhow, you may already know me. I'm a former collegiate rugby player. St. Valentine University, represent!
Yeah, so Ellis is the one who's unemployed and unmarried, because he was talking with that woman about thinking of settling down now. But yeah, I did find his very hidden luggage tag in that room, so he's probably the son that got the least in the will. I don't think Daddy was too impressed with him.
The MVP awards and state rings I won, the successes I had, were because of my pops, Gordon Hughes. As a kid, he was always there, encouraging me to chase my dreams, to chase the ball. Even if he's no longer with us in person, I will make sure to carry on his legacy and ensure our family's success. Thank you. Oh, Roger, you're up.
Okay, these eulogies are kind of awkward.
Hello, and thank you all for coming today. I just want to share some of my precious memories with my father. Back when he was still alive, he would often take Glenn and I out to hunt with him. We'd have loaded up the truck with our food, tents, and the guns. It was an experience. We were still young back then, but I remember the first time he...
Oh.
Sorry, it's just a little difficult. I remember that time we went... Thank you, Glenn. Thank you.
Sorry about that. It's been rough for all of us, I'm sure.
I will continue Roger's testimony on his behalf. Our father would often take Roger and I hunting. Of course, we never caught anything.
He's got the
until-
cough. He's got the cough. Glenn's got the cough. So that's his briefcase with the cough drops. He's the lawyer. And he's divorced, as we discovered.
We grew a little older. Father was always there, showing us how to do things right. Often, we would have to only load the truck up with his prices, but in time, we'd add to that pile.
Ew.
I remember Roger's first kill.
Ew, I don't want to know.
He started crying. Yes, you did. Not because you were happy that you'd finally succeeded, but because you felt bad for the deer.
As he should. To me, that shows that Roger is like a caring, compassionate person. That's a good thing. You should feel bad for killing something for no reason. While I am a vegetarian, I genuinely don't have a problem with people killing animals for food and, you know, stuff like that, because as upsetting as it is the circle of life. It's the natural order of things. I personally don't want to partake in it, but I don't judge other people for doing it. What I do judge is people killing animals for fun. How can ending something's life be fun? That's what I don't get. Anyway, that's my rant. That's my rant for the day. Can't have a video without a Suzanne rant. So yeah, what I'm saying is, shut up, Glenn.
When you got up to it. Our father would then teach us the importance of each individual life. That deer would live on with us, and later within us. These life experiences he gave us led us to where we are today. Roger is now a successful chef. I, on the other hand, am a lawyer for the state.
Oh, for the state.
After Mom passed away, Dad resolved himself to give us as much support as he could. This wasn't just in our respective businesses, but in our lives and our own growing families. I think it really shows. Wherever you are now, Dad, thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Glenn. My father was a very successful...
Who's this? Who's this again? Voice 3. Prefer not to take orders. Oh, Roman. This is Roman again, okay.
man, like Jonathan said.
Yeah.
Our grandfather's company was in the gutters when he got the position. What he accomplished with it was awe-inspiring. Like him, I decided to start with nothing as well. I wanted to climb the ladder with my own grit and sacrifice. I think Father appreciated that someone tried to do without. He was correct to put his faith in me. Roman Estate Co. is as successful as Hughes Property Group. Founding it was an endeavor, and to keep it running has been arduous. It's been like childbirth, something I thought only my wife would experience.
Oh, jeez.
Jonathan, as an aside, I believe that it's in my best interest to continue the great legacy that my father created, to continue his business modus operandi. I will buy out Hughes Property Group entirely. I'm sure I can find you a position as well. And that is all I have to say. Felix, back to you.
Right.
Thank you, Roman. Next, we have Gordon's closest friends, starting with Mr. William Darby.
Right, okay. So, we've got Ellis, who's unemployed, unmarried. We've got Roger, who's a sous chef. I don't know about Roger's marital status. We've got Glenn, who's a lawyer for the state, so he has a job and he has a government job, so that's an extra point, and he's divorced. Then we've got Roman, who, has a job, has his own company, and he's also married because he mentioned his wife. And he wants to buy out the dad's company. I wonder if that was a motive, maybe something that set everything off. So yeah, Roger, do you have a wife or what? Let me see. And yeah, I made a note that Glenn and Roger were taken out hunting, so they're the ones good with guns. He says here, Dad resolved to give himself just as much support as he could, not only in our respective businesses, but in our lives and our growing families. Does he mean him and Roger specifically? Because he was talking about them hunting, or does he mean like all the kids? Does that mean that Roger does have a partner? Maybe. Okay, well, that was extremely helpful. Roman's son. Yeah, Roman's married. We know that. Okay, let me look at these again. Did you hear that shit? Man, I'm sick of his attitude. Right, so they're talking about Roman, right? Trying to buy out the company. And he did seem really arrogant. So this is two of the other brothers talking about Roman. All three of us agree that he needs to be put in his place, right? No way I'm stopping now. I can already imagine the look on his face when I pull up the dirt on him. Can't believe we're going to do this. You know, my son looks up to you. This person has kids. Okay, so the other three, Glenn is divorced with one kid. Ellis is unemployed and unmarried, I think, with no kids. So then this has to be Roger saying, my kids look up to you. So this is Roger talking to who would the phone owner be? Maybe Ellis? Because why would the kids would look up to him? Because, like, he used to play rugby and stuff and he would seem cool. And this kind of sounds like the way Ellis would talk. So I think this might be Ellis's phone. And then that's deleted. Okay. I just want to go up and look at this. Ooh, we're going so fast. Look at this other phone. Was it here? No, it was in the other room. But yeah, we need to remember that Ellis was in debt and he got the least of all the brothers. Daddy was not happy. Right, so do we think this was Roman here? This kind of does sound like Roman, doesn't it? Very like direct, to the point, almost arrogant sounding. Yeah, I think it was Roman. It's urgent. He wanted to talk to someone. Fine, meet me outside in 5 minutes. I'm taking a call right now. And then that was deleted. Okay. So yeah, the 3 brothers, I think, maybe confronted him, and then they got into a fight. Was this used as a weapon or just knocked over? Because he's got no blood, right? So what could he have died from is the thing. Because in Bloodbath, there was no blood because the guy died from a heart attack. So could Roman have been poisoned or something? But there was an altercation. Because there's this mark here and this mark here. But then there was also an altercation that came down the stairs, so he was killed there, and then there was another thing going on here where someone was shot. Okay. This one's tricky. Very, very tricky. But yeah, I think someone grabbed a gun from here, loaded it, and shot someone. So I think one of the guys who would have gone hunting with the dad. Okay, so let's read this letter and figure out how many points each child has. Let's start off with that. So if they're unemployed, they will be given a negative point to their overall amount. Okay, so a negative point for unemployed, so that's just Ellis -1. Everyone else is employed. If they have any job in general, they receive 1 point. Okay, so all the other boys get 1 point each. If they have a government job, they receive an additional 1 point. So that is the lawyer, Glenn. He's a state lawyer. And yeah, the other 2, sous chef isn't a government job, real estate isn't a government job. Okay. A middle management position gets an additional 1 point. Would that be Roman? What's a C-suite position? I don't understand. Middle management position. Okay, I think I need to look up those terms because I don't really understand exactly what they mean. So what is middle management? Middle management refers to managers who are below the top level of management and who are responsible for controlling and running an organization rather than making decisions about how it operates. Yeah, I don't think that's any of them. What's a C-suite position? The C-suite refers to a company's top management positions, where C stands for chief. Oh, okay, so that's Roman. He like owns his own company, so they may receive 2 points to their overall amount. Okay, so Roman gets 2. And I don't think anybody gets points for middle management. I hope that's right. Marriage was sacred to me. If they are single, they do not receive or subtract any points. Okay, so Ellis, you're safe. If they are divorced? If they are divorced, they have a single point taken from them. So Glenn is divorced, so he's got -1. If they are married, they gain 1 point. So that's Roger and Roman. If they've provided the family with even one single male heir, they gain an additional point. Okay, so Roger had 1 male kid, Roman has 1 female kid, and Roger had male and female kid. Because we found these, I presume they're for his kids. So he's got Harmony, who's a girl, and Samuel, who's a boy. I think. Right. Okay, that's all of it. So Ellis, Ellis, you're just on -1. Roger has 3. Glenn has 1. And Roman has 4. So, whoever shall have the highest amount of points will receive a 15% addition. Roman gets 15%. Whoever shall have the second highest amount will get a 10%. So Roger gets 10%. Third place shall receive the same. Okay, so Glenn also gets 10%. The final one shall receive 5%. Okay, so Ellis gets 5%. I know that this may seem an odd request, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's everything. Okay, so Ellis got 17%. Ooh, this is very mathsy, isn't it? Roger got 16% as well. Glenn got 14%. And Roman got 13%. So they got that of the 90% remaining. Yeah, and then that's the distribution of the final 40% of the 90% remainder. Among the total money to be distributed to the children, how much percent was each son supposed to receive? Okay, so Ellis was supposed to get 17% plus 5%. 22. Roger was 10 plus 16%. 26. Glenn was 10 plus 14%. 24. And Roman was 15 plus 13%, which is 28. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to submit that and check that that's right first, because, you know, maths and percentages are not my strongest point. So I just want to check if I did that right first. Yes. Oh my god. I can do maths. I'm so proud of myself. Okay. That's brilliant. Yeah, no, I want to go back. Oh, Jesus. Why you're... Calm down, please. Brilliant. So now we've got how many people were killed in the mansion? I think there was 2. I just want to see if that's right. Yeah. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. I don't know why that music is playing. Stop. Stop. Oh my god, it's so loud. Game is going flipping mental. So, there was someone killed upstairs in the bedroom and downstairs in the hallway. So, depending on the number entered, please fill in the names of both the victim and the perpetrator. I think the first victim was Roman. And I think Ellis killed him because he was the one. If that phone is Ellis's phone and he was talking to Roger, he was very much like, yeah, I'm going to confront him. And also, that was Ellis's stuff in that room. I think that was Ellis's room where the golf club was. So I think Ellis was like maybe the main one who attacked Roman with a golf club and killed him, I think. And then maybe someone killed Ellis because they were like, what are you at? Like, why did you go flipping mental? And someone shot him. So it was either Roger or Glenn who shot him. And they both went hunting with the father. Maybe it was Glenn because Roger felt bad, like shooting and killing things, so maybe he wouldn't have done it. Okay, let's just try it and see. No. Okay, so I have gotten something wrong. Right, so there has to be a clue in the phones. I'm gonna just make a list of all these phone numbers and try and compare. Maybe I got who owns the phones wrong. Okay, so the first number is Felix. I don't think Felix is involved actually. I think this is between the brothers. So did you hear that shit? Man, I'm sick of his attitude. But yeah, the second number, this has to be Roger because he says my kids, and Roger is the only brother who has 2 children. And I do still feel like this is Ellis's phone. And then this is a deleted message. Like, it's not helpful information. Okay, let me look at the other phone again. I have to have missed something. Okay, so this is 348 305. Yeah, that's Felix again. Hey, what do you want from me? This is a new number. 348 715 8891. What do you want from me? Let's talk. Deleted. Weren't there some business cards lying around actually? Maybe I should go check those as well and see if I can find out who owns these numbers, because whoever owns this phone is the first victim. And it's obviously not Roman. Because I think I got that wrong. Right, let me see. Business cards. Oh, that's a business card for pest control. That's not helpful. There was one here. There's no number on it. Okay, well, if I'm saying that this is Roger and Ellis talking here, and I've already tried Roman upstairs, then maybe it's Glenn. Maybe it's Glenn upstairs who was killed. But I don't even know, like, I don't even know out of this what's wrong, but I just feel so strongly that Ellis is the killer. There's so much evidence. So I think I just got the victim wrong. So maybe it was Glenn. Then obviously, oh, oops, spelled that wrong. Obviously then Glenn can't be the killer there. So I do think Ellis killed someone. We'll try Glenn. And then Ellis was killed by someone else. So, did you hear that shit? Hang on. These are two different... These are two different numbers. Is this... Is this like a group chat? Hang on. That number at the bottom is different. 348 413 133. Are the three brothers, the three other brothers in this chat? Did you hear that shit? Man, I'm sick of his attitude. Okay, so let's go with the theory that they were talking about Glenn. What did Glenn say? Okay, yeah, he was making fun of Roger, crying about killing the deer. Would that really be a reason to, like, set someone off to kill them? I would have thought Roman trying to buy the company would be something bigger to set them off. Roger is now a successful chef. I, on the other hand, am a lawyer for the state. Hang on. Okay, so were they pissed off that Glenn was just talking about him and Roger? Like that he was saying, Roger's a successful chef, I am a lawyer for the state, and then, yeah, we're Roman and Ellis, like, what the hell? He didn't mention us, we're doing stuff too? I'm so flipping confused. I don't know. I'm just gonna run with this theory because I've got nothing else. Right, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna just gonna keep going with this because I've got nothing else. I've got nothing else to go on. So let's say that this was Ellis then. So he said, did you hear that shit? Man, I'm sick of his attitude. Then this was either, if we're going with the victim upstairs is Glenn, this was either Roger or Roman. So the plan is still in action, right? All three of us agree that he needs to be put in his place, right? No way I'm stopping now. I can already imagine the look on his face when I pull up the dirt on him. Can't believe we're going to do this. You know, my son looks up to you. That's Roman. Because Roger has the two kids. Okay, so 1311 is Roger and 4302 is Roman. Okay, so Roger doesn't seem like so in on the plan as the other two. His only contribution is just make sure my kids aren't around. Okay, so he doesn't seem very in on it. I think I've got a working theory now. So, if the victim was Glenn and Ellis killed him, then who killed Ellis? Glenn and Roger went hunting. So Roger is the only one left who knows how to shoot, and he also doesn't seem that interested in the conversation. So let's see if that's right. No. Oh, did I spell Glenn's name wrong? For flip's sake. Does that make a difference? Did I spell Glenn's name wrong? Yeah, I think that was it. Oh, jeez. Who was the father's favorite son? Roman. Right? He was the best. Yes. Done. That was painful. That was absolutely painful. Okay, so we did it. Now let's read this because I'm still not 100% sure what happened. On May 16th, 2003 at 1 p.m, a gathering was held to honor the death of Gordon Hughes. Friends and family of the late Gordon came together to pay their respects and share their heartfelt eulogies. After the gathering concluded, the guests departed and Felix left to attend some errands. The only individuals remaining were Gordon's 4 sons. Ellis proceeded with his plan to blackmail Roman. Oh, so he was going after Roman. Roger and Glenn were also in on the plan, although at varying degrees of hesitation. They all agreed that Roman's comments were out of hand and disrespectful to their father's legacy. Sorry, I need to take these out because the music is so loud. I can't even think. So my first theory was correct then. The 3 brothers were pissed at Roman for saying that, well, not only saying that he was going to buy the company, but for basically like dissing and saying he was going to take it to new heights and stuff. But that's what I said at the start. Then how did Glenn end up killed? Of the 2, Roger was more willing to follow Ellis as long as his own 2 children weren't around to see the conflict. On the other hand, Glenn, after contemplating the consequences of their actions, warned Roman about the impending scheme, prompting Roman to leave the premises. Oh, I see. So that was the text. Okay, so that was Glenn's phone, and Glenn had text Ronan saying, I need to talk to you outside, it's urgent. And then Roman was like, oh, okay, yeah, meet me outside. I'm finishing up with a phone call. Okay, I see. That makes sense. Upon discovering Glenn's betrayal, Ellis confronted him, leading to a heated argument that escalated into a physical altercation. Losing control, Ellis pursued Glenn upstairs, causing damage to the walls and furniture, eventually ending Glenn's life with his own hands. Oh, so did he like strangle him then or something? Overhearing the commotion, Roger retrieved a gun from the hunting closet, fearing the worst, and confronted Ellis when he returned downstairs. After Ellis confessed to what happened, Roger reached a state of emotional distress now that Glenn, his brother and close friend, was killed. With a steady arm, he shot 1 bullet straight into Ellis's head, ending his life instantly. Realizing what he had done, Roger panicked, dragging Ellis's heavy body outside before fleeing the scene. Right. Okay. So yeah, that's all the cases done. All correct. Grade A. Okay, so my thoughts on this game. So I do have a few thoughts. So While I enjoyed the game, I enjoyed looking around the crime scenes, you know, finding the evidence, piecing it together, all of that. I did enjoy it and I enjoyed the process. I did feel like not that the cases were too difficult per se, but just that there wasn't enough evidence, there wasn't enough information to make the case solving completely logical, if that makes any sense. So I did look this game up and it said it's 70% evidence and then 30% assumptions. So you're given like 70% of the evidence and then you have to basically guess and figure out, you know, the other 30% and what actually happened. And I think that concept is good. I like that concept. I like that you're not given absolutely everything. You know, you're not gonna find it written down somewhere what happened and what some of the answers are. I really like that. In fact, I think an example of that working so well in this game was in Bloodbath, asking what was in the package. I thought that was brilliant because the answer was there. You just had to look really hard for it, that it was mentioned in some other random person's notes that he was cleaning a sword. You know, I really enjoy stuff like that, and it feels rewarding when you finally find it and you're like, ah, that's it. But I felt like there were so many instances in this game where there was just nothing. Yeah, like that at the end. I don't understand how through that one text of, you know, can I speak to you outside, it's urgent, we were supposed to understand that Glenn was warning Ronan about the plan that the brothers had, and then Ellis attacked Glenn instead. Like, that's so obscure. Maybe that's just me, but that's just the feeling I had with a lot of these cases. I just thought that some of it was too frustrating and too, I guess, far removed from logic to be like a satisfying investigation experience. And I think that these cases look great once they're edited. So, you know, I am always really happy with the videos I post of this game when they go up, because I think they watch really well and really exciting as edited videos. But what makes them so frustrating, and the parts that you guys don't see, is like the hour or two that I've edited out where I've been running around and around the crime scene, you know, rereading and re-looking at all the evidence over and over again, trying to make guesses and figure them out. So as a player, it's much more frustrating than watching, I suppose, an edited video, which I think the edited videos are very exciting. So yeah, I think that was just my main issue with the cases. As I said, I did enjoy them. I enjoyed the game a lot, but I did find it frustrating at times. Yeah, I am proud of myself that I got there eventually with all of the cases. Now, in some of the cases, I mean, I did have to put a lot of guesses in. A lot of guesses, but I got there eventually. And that's another thing I feel like in the game. I feel like when you submit answers, because they're so difficult, I feel like they should tell you which ones are correct and which ones are not. And I'm actually so glad that I waited to play the rest of this game until now, because I had the update with the case explanations at the end. When this game was first released, it didn't have those, and the developers listened to people's feedback and added them in. And I'm so glad I had them playing these last two cases because I wouldn't have had a clue what had actually happened without the explanations, even though I got all of the answers on the questionnaire correct. And I guess that's just another thing, like you can get all the answers correct and still not understand the crime or what happened. So I do think that's a slight flaw in the game as well. And I'm super sad because, as I said before, the Paynes Creek Killings is one of my favorite games that I have ever played. So yeah, I feel kind of sad that this one was so frustrating at certain points. But do let me know what you thought of this game from watching my edited videos. You know, did you get a sense of that frustration and too little evidence? Have you played it yourself? You know, how did you feel when you were playing through the game? All of that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you all thought in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough. I do hope you enjoyed it. I did have a lot of fun as well as a lot of frustration trying to solve these cases. I am very interested to see what is going to be next from this developer. Thanks for watching, and I will see you very soon in a new playthrough.